Hello, good morning. Welcome to Many Políticas News. My name is Gladys.
And my name is Julia.
My name is Gladys.
And my name is Julia Escamilla. How are you, Gladys?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Fine, thanks. Why don't we go to the news now?
Yes, let's go.
In the national news, we have the Mexico crisis about the disappeared students. Government Angel Aguirre Rivero of the Mexican state of Guerrero resigned abruptly on Thursday in the latest sign of the instability that has gripped the region, where 43 teaching students from Ayotzinapa Normal School went missing early a month ago after attack by local police with suspended drug ties. Aguirre, in the highest-ranking political figure to fall so far since September 26 attacks in the city of Iguala, and resigned after tens of thousands of people marched in dozens of cities calling for him and other officials considered responsible for the creeping lack of the rule of law that afflicts much of the country to step down. More than a million people have seen this film lampooning political corruption in Mexico. Let me talk about this important news. Aguirre announced that he would take a leave of office, a constitutional formality, until an interim governor could be named. It was not immediately clear who would be taking his place. The priority here is that he must be located the missing students and that those responsible for these acts are punished. Aguirre said Thursday during a brief press conference at the government residence, the capital of Chilpancingo. These incidents should lead us to a period of national reflection to create a new national security policy so that these tragedies are never repeated in Guerrero and in any part of the country. The government took no question from reporters after speaking and left swiftly for Guerrero Congress to deliver his formal resignation request. His online profile on the Guerrero State website was immediately taken down after his statement. Aguirre has a long complex career blasted with scandal and a lot of conflict. He spent most of his political life as a member of the Institutional Revolutionary Party, or PRI, until party leaders declined to name his candidate for governor Guerrero, prompting him to leave the party in 2010. It was actually his second stint in the government office between 1996 and 1999. Aguirre served as Guerrero interim governor after Rubén Figueroa was forced to vacate office after the Aguas Blancas massacre, in which state police killed 17 people unnamed campesinos in June of 1995. So a massacre of civilians led to Aguirre's first term as governor of Guerrero, and another potential massacre that then killed or 6 and disappeared 43 others has led to his fall down. Teachers set fire to Iguala town hall as mayor is accused of ordering attack. And let me talk you about this. Aguirre also served as a federal senator and a deputy in Mexico lower house of Congress, and he's regarded as a longtime friend of a current Mexican president, Enrique Peña Nieto. The Iguala incidents have cast a harsh light on the PRD, a party that has founded in 1989 by idealistic grassroots dissidents with Bimon, but which has since also faced accused of collusion, which was organized in crime groups of the states and local level. Julio Cesar Godoy, congressman from Michoacán, was stripped of a government immunity in 2010. Michoacán Cardel, his brother at the time, was the Michoacán governor. Not even the populist leader Andrés Manuel López Obrador, at the time from the president, emerges as by the Iguala tragedy, has been linked in a report to members of Aguirre cabinet. Lázaro Mason, who was also resigned as the political mayor of a fugitive Iguala mayor. All about this important news about the Mexico 43 disappeared students lives. Let me talk about another important. Well, now I'm going to talk about an important national news, which is the National Art Museum of China houses a collection of 24 pieces of Mexican mural installations for portraying Frida Kahlo. Gives a special reasoning in this country, say Ventura. That's what he said. Well, and every culture comes from the people that works, says Wu. And he adds, for example, in China, that a lot of people that is just the beginning to be controlling the message. She said so. Well, the Rivera will not be the last of current Mexican early last century to reach China. Part of the series of cultural events to the Central American country prepares embassy in China and around the possibility of bringing one of his famous wives. If we could bring together the work of Diego and Frida, we would show the audience to be more know about the cultural life that is in Mexico. Nowadays in Madrid, Ventura confirms that we are working to present major exhibitions reciprocally. That's all about this important news. Let me talk about another one that is super cool and it's a national news. Extortion is the second most frequently committed crime in this country. Can you believe that? Just after the robbery passenger, especially one of which involves a mobile phone, therefore, report loss of stolen cell phones is a fundamental tool to fight crime, so Luis Guerrero Staff said, President of the City Council of the City of Mexico. Introducing the second survey are analysts who conducted the citizen country of the City of Mexico and the National Association of Telecommunications on measures they have taken in the last year to impede and combat the use of mobile cell phones in the commission crime. Luis Berman says that since 2003 and so far this year has increased collaboration among cell phones company and authorities. And according to the analysis, during 2003 also, they were able to decrease almost 1 million of cases that have been reported lost to the business by users, and they were calls that were needed and by malfunction of provision that blockers infections. Against the background, the President of Citizen Councils of the City of Mexico, model of public and private work will be essential to solve the security problems of the country. The last news about the national apartment is that citizen participation promotes a new law to prevent crime. It's a big news, so watch out. The Mexico City government issued the law on social crime prevention and violence, which provides the basis for joint programs, projects, and activities designed to prevent the commission of crimes by implementing measures to prevent the implementation of promoting citizen participation. The design, implementation, and evaluation of these public policies on social prevention will be conducted by a committee composed of the Crime Minister as its chairman board. The Council is responsible for developing and maximizing a 6 months adopt the permanent program that articulates government and delegations that affect the social media. As for adopting the policies, programs, strategies, and actions that will implement a local public administration for the prevention and promoting the citizen and community involvement in crime prevention in the city, among other functions. Well, Council will hold a regular meeting every 3 months. The coordinator will be also part of the Officer of General Government and Public Safety, and the Secretaries of the Government, Public Safety, Social Development, Labor Education, Transparent roads, health and tourists will be there. Safety, law enforcement, economical, labor, education, culture, and also human rights. Well, that's the end of our national news. And now my partner Gladys is going to talk about the international news. What do you have to say about that, Gladys?
Okay, partner, let's talk about the international news. Ebola is now an international health emergency. Ebola virus is found in several African countries. Ebola was first discovered in 1976 near the Ebola River, in what is now the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Since then, outbreaks have appeared sporadically in Africa. But now, the Ebola outbreak in West Africa is the deadliest occurrence of the disease. Ebola is the largest outbreak ever, having claimed thousands of lives. Ebola is often fatal. About 50% of the current Ebola epidemic viral infections have been fatal. The virus is transmitted to people from wild animals and spread in the human population through human-to-human transmission. Ebola symptoms may appear anywhere from 2 to 21 days after exposure to Ebola, but the average is 8 to 10 days.
So, Gladys, can you tell me what are the Ebola symptoms or not?
Yes, the symptoms of Ebola include fever,
Oh my god.
muscle pain, weakness, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, unexplained hemorrhage. It may be both internal and external. We have to be
Very careful.
very careful about this, and we should pray for the people in Africa. UN Women, the United Nations dedicated to gender equality and empowerment of women, today announced the appointment of British actress Emma Watson as Goodwill Ambassador. Especially known for her role as Hermione Granger in the movie series Harry Potter, she is a consolidated actress, humanitarian activist, and she recently graduated by Institution Ivy League.
Ladies, I can't believe Emma Watson is my favorite actress and Harry Potter is my favorite saga.
Okay, now she's a Goodwill Ambassador. Okay. Emma Watson has been involved in the promotion of girls' education for several years and has previously visited Bangladesh and Zambia as part of their humanitarian effort. Invitation. She said that UN Women has asked her to be a Goodwill Ambassador. It's a real honor for her. Not everyone has the opportunity to change things, and she is really committed with this role, and she takes very seriously. The rights of women are very attached to her. They take this so personal, and she now is working with a campaign named He for She.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she made a speech and about this campaign to the people know that He for She is a solidarity movement that encourages men and boys to speak out against the persistent inequalities that women and girls face around the world. The campaign reinforces support for women's rights as human rights by incorporating the support of men and getting them to become involved for gender equality. The gender equality is a thing very important nowadays. What do you think?
Yes, I think the same. And the labor that Emma Watson has done with this as ambassador, it's a very well-known notice.
Yes, Emma Watson proved that she is a good person. She is a person responsible. She is a person.
A very famous actress that has changed that view that we have about other actors in the Hollywood.
Yes, she has talent, and she knows she could make things.
Yes, this girl could change the world.
Okay, now we have a terrible news.
A terrible international news. Oh my god, what happened? Tell us, guys. Keep us informed.
Hugo Chavez has been unable to overcome the complications brought about the first surgery, held last December 11 in Havana. and he has lost the battle against cancer. The president of Venezuela in Caracas has died after a long convalescence in a Venezuelan military hospital.
So, Hugo Chavez was super sick.
Yes. Vice President Nicolas Maduro had appeared in all state news to announce the death of Chavez, which occurred at 16:25 on Tuesday, local time. Maduro, with tears in his eyes, said that's sad news.